She's cute.
Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Hi.
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 Hi, hi, Pat. Just bear with us, guys. You can take a few minutes just like us to get settled down.
For fuck's sake.
That's fine. I'm here to put people on mute. I just need to find the screen. So just
That's a good idea.
Well, you are welcome to go on mute, and I was going to say
Great.
we would love for you to stay on mute just to make sure there's no feedback. But hang on, just give me guys. I'm Nidhi, by the way, from Cookaway. I will do proper introductions. Just bear with me. We've got people coming through.
I
So
don't have another speaker. This is just ridiculous. Oh, for crying out loud.
Sorry, guys. Is everybody ready? Is everybody? I can't see all of you because your cameras, some cameras are on, some are off, but feel free to do what you like this evening. But those of you who are wanting to cook, you feel a bit ready. And some of you looks like are just going to watch, which is also fine. Not a problem. Brilliant.
Press this. Why is it not working?
Error.
Is there anything I can help anybody with? Do you have any techie questions? If you can't hear anything, it's probably to do with your microphone. I will be spotlighting our chef, Reiko, for the evening, so you should be seeing her as the big screen, but just bear with us. No problem. Camera on, camera off, whatever works for you guys, not a problem. Right, I think we will make a start. I've still got people coming in, but that's fine. I can let them in.
Your plans.
Could I?
Plans ready.
Plans.
And
If there's anybody who's not on mute, can I request you to please?
I think you've gone on mute now.
Nidhi, you've got
Yeah.
Just bear with me, guys.
Hi, Jackie.
Brilliant. I think we'll make a start. I've still got people pouring through. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Japanese masterclass. It's in fact the first masterclass of 2024. We did kick off our masterclasses for the first time last year. So if anyone was there, welcome back. Just a quick intro on the Cookaway and who we are. I'm one of the founders at the Cookaway. And if you haven't come across before or not tried cooking with us, we are UK's leading world food recipe kit brand. So we work very closely with chefs who are native to the countries and the cuisines that we have. We have about 8 cuisines that you can cook and order very immersive world food menus with us. So we are a no subscription brand. We don't tie you down. We don't believe in subscriptions, and we promote cooking as well-being. So we're really passionate about bringing authentic world food to your doorstep. And we say take the time to slow down and enjoy the process of cooking. So we don't believe in 15-minute, 30-minute quick meals. We're all about letting you enjoy the process of cooking through our exciting world food menus. So Reiko is a Japanese chef, and we have a range of selection of Japanese menus with her here at the Cookaway, and masterclasses. for anybody who's been on a cook along with us previously, just to explain how masterclasses work. They are completely free to join. You don't have to pay anything. This is for our community, for people who love cooking and food and different cultures and cuisines and want to really expand their horizons and learn something new. And we wanted to introduce masterclasses because we really wanted you guys to have that edge above everybody else and really learn from our experts and take away those tips and learn something new. So today's masterclass is going to focus on how to make the best homemade gyozas. And honestly, you couldn't be in better hands than Reiko herself. She's been teaching Japanese cooking for over 20 years here in the UK. She's a very, very experienced chef, author of 3 cookbooks. So you're in amazing hands. But just to let you know, these masterclasses are more of demo. I don't know if some of you are cooking tonight. You're very welcome to. We always say you can buy your ingredients and follow along. But Reiko is going to be on a slightly fast pace because this is more of a demo session. So feel free to ask questions if you are cooking, and Reiko and I will certainly answer as we go along. But just be mindful that these are shorter sessions for about 45 minutes to up to an hour. But they're still meant to be fun and for you to learn something new. And, hopefully you have a great evening ahead of you. Just very quickly, the house rules, if you can please stay on mute, that really helps. So Reiko can talk and explain and go through everything. If you have a question, feel free to pop it in the chat. Equally welcome for you to come off mute and ask anything you'd like to. A huge thank you to our partner for this evening, the partnering brand Wasabi Company. All the ingredients that Reiko is going to be using for her dipping sauces, for the cocktails she's going to be showing, has been provided by the Wasabi Company, and we did share a link and a special code for you guys to buy ingredients from them. So if you haven't tried them, that offer is still available and you can check out and try the ingredients. But without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to Reiko. The way this evening will run, she's going to be kicking off the evening with one cocktail, which is Yuzu Sake Fizz. And then we're going to get stuck into making the gyozas. And then we're going to finish off with the other cocktail, which is the Wasabi Mule. So guys, have fun. And I'm going to hand over to Reiko and I'm going to spotlight her for you guys so you can see both her screens quite easily.
Hi, everyone. Nidhi had said it all. My name is Reiko, and I've been teaching Japanese cooking. And I see some of you have actually joined my classes. It's nice to see you again. I can't really see you where you are, but it's tonight masterclass is slightly different. So I am slightly nervous because I'm not expert on cocktail making, but slightly nervous, but very excited. So we will be doing 2 kind of cocktails. So starting off, I think what we do is we make one cocktail to start with. So I'm making sure I've got a drink while I'm cooking. So make one cocktail first, Yuzu Sake Fizz. So can you see the other screen, everyone? So these are the 3 bottles. I don't know if any of you, everyone's got the ingredients, but it doesn't matter. You just, if you don't have any ingredients, you can actually use something similar if you have it in anything at home, or just watch me enjoying cocktails. So this is the London Coupe Classic Coupe. So sparkling, English sparkling Prosecco champagne. And then this is Hiyashibori, the very nice sake. On its own is very good too, but of course, if you use the good quality sake for cocktails, it's great. So everyone knows what yuzu is: Japanese lime, Japanese lemon, citrus. So this is a yuzu syrup. So it's just three ingredients really. So it's quite straightforward. So I'm just using yuzu syrup, 15 mils. I don't need to measure it. As yuzu syrup goes in, and then the sake. So this is a really, really nice sake hiyashibori daiginjo, which is good. So it's so make sure I have actually put the glass in a freezer beforehand because it helps to make but I didn't actually leave it long enough to make it sort of super cold, but it always helps. And then I'm just popping some champagne. Okay. So I don't know if any of you have even just bubbles. It's quite nice to always have some drinks in your hand when you're cooking. Okay, so I'm just going to open this. Oh, nice.
Hard to tell who's making yuzu sake fizz with you, but I can see people with some glasses in their hands. So cheers,
Nice.
guys.
So this is done. So it's such a simple, delicious, very refreshing. I even made the this garnish, dehydrated lime. You can see how keen I am. Look, this is exactly what the photograph said. Well, I'm going to have a little sip. So kanpai, cheers, everyone. Enjoy the cooking. Cheers.
Cheers, Reiko. That looks
Oh,
good.
lovely. Really nice. Thanks to Wasabi Company. So you can actually purchase all these ingredients from Wasabi Company if you like. Okay, so let's start making the, yes, cheers. It's so nice. So let's start making gyoza. So I'm going to actually start making it, and because we only got 45 minutes to 1 hour altogether, so I have actually done all the choppings. So for the chicken gyoza, what you need is minced chicken. I'm going to move these others actually. Going back to my bar. Okay, so it's the minced chicken and cabbage, finely chopped, but not too fine. As you can see, it's a little coarse texture as well. And then this is the also finely chopped spring onion and garlic. Garlic, it's best if you're not, if you put in a food processor, you can put the spring onion and garlic together, just grate it as long as you want. But if you don't have a food processor, it's best to actually grate the garlic. Otherwise, the chunks of garlic is not very nice. Okay. If you are making vegetarian version, it's a little bit different. You have to create the sort of texture of the meat to bind everything, all the vegetables. So what I use is the chickpea. Again, you put this in a food processor with sesame oil and then grate it until it becomes like mincemeat texture. Okay. So you do that. And then you need to soak the dried shiitake mushroom for about an hour and then squeeze the water out. Grate the ginger. And then for the sweetness, I use sweet corn. Yeah. And then again, you just finely chop. And ginger, please grate it. So, and then lastly, we need the coriander. So coriander and ginger gives the strong flavors because you're only using chickpea for the chickpea for the binding ingredients. You need some fragrance. So I use the coriander and ginger. So the veggie ones you grate all, and then the mixture becomes like this. Okay. So I am going to actually make the chicken gyoza here. So all the ingredients, you just put it together in a bowl. And then you have to mix it well. So let's put it this way. I'm just going to combine all. Chicken. And then you have to mix it. So the way you're mixing is like you have to grab it and then just squeeze. Yeah. Just squeeze in, squeeze in. It's you need a little bit of yeah, the strength in here. So it until it becomes, it's all completely combined.
Can you make this in advance, Reiko? Is this something you would do in advance?
What do you mean in advance?
Like make the filling in the morning and then.
Yeah, you can. And sometimes I have leftover fillings. So if I have leftover fillings, actually I keep it in the freezer, cling film, and then freezer. And then when I cook something like fried rice, I just use it with the fried rice, or just make a little patty, something like that. Same for the vegetarian one. Okay, so this is all mixed. Now you need to season this. Yeah. So seasoning is, you need the mirin, and then soy sauce. Hang on.
Reiko, I'm just going to quickly check with everyone that they can see both your screens, because I've got somebody in the chat saying they can't see what you're making, but I've got Reiko's both screens spotlighted, guys. So can you see her talking as well as making on the right hand side? If you can just give us a thumbs up,
What do you mean?
it'll be
What do you
great.
mean? So you want it here?
No. That's fine. You stay where you are. I was just checking because somebody said they're not able to see, but I have spotlighted both your screens. So that's
Oh, I
fine.
see.
I think it might be because of what devices you might be on. Sometimes it can't show both. So for example, if you're on an iPad or a phone, it struggles to
see.
show. Yeah.
So I
But
can just carry on here, yeah?
you can carry on, Reiko. You're
Yeah.
fine. Thank
Okay,
you.
so now I need to season. I need to season. I just take this one. So this mixture. So it's soy sauce. A little bit of soy sauce. You have the recipe, so you can follow that. But this little seasoning, you don't need to be so precise, but you just need to understand the texture. Really, you don't want to be the filling to be too runny. At the same time, it has to be a little bit moist as well. And then white pepper. So soy sauce went in, and then mirin, which is the sweetened rice wine, went in. And then the white pepper, ground white pepper, went in. And then this is the sesame oil. This one is actually Korean one, sesame oil. So as soon as put the sesame oil, you can kind of, the fragrance, it just, comes, and then you can just sort of like almost taste the dumplings. So this is all mixed. If the filling is not kind of it's not texture is not right, what I mean is too dry or something, then or too wet, you just adjust the texture by adding a little corn flour. Yeah. So the texture you're looking for is if you scoop it out with the a teaspoon and then put in the wrapper, it should stay this bowl should stay the shape, if you know what I mean. And then same for the vegetarian version. The seasoning is exactly the same. So the soy sauce, mirin, white pepper, and sesame oil. Okay, so exactly the same. Right. And what now we need is the gyoza wrapper, which is very important. Now, I make if I'm making ramen noodles, I do make the fresh noodles. What is the difference between tamari sauce and light soy sauce? Okay, tamari is a gluten-free soy sauce. Yeah, so it's a little less salt. So and it is gluten-free. So unless you're on a gluten-free diet, for cooking, it's better to use the normal soy sauce. But for seasoning or dipping, you can use the tamari as well. But the yes, the difference is gluten-free or not. Yeah, tamari is gluten-free. Okay.
The flavor is
So-
exactly the same, Reiko? Tamari and
No,
normal,
less salty.
less salty, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna have a little sip.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. My subatinga arrived. Okay, so now, are you all making the dumplings? Have you got the wrapper? So the wrapper, yeah, it's a lot easier to actually buy it. So this is my my kind of favorite wrapper. Now you can actually order on Ocado as well. If you go to Chinese supermarket. Thanks, Rachel. Thanks for staying. So yeah. Sorry, where was I?
You were talking about the wrappers, the
wrappers, right. If you go to Asian supermarket, you can actually find those wrappers in a freezer. Yeah, in a freezer. And then make sure you buy the gyoza wrapper. Okay, if you're in a Chinese supermarket, you find lots of other kind of wrappers. But if you're making gyoza, make sure you buy gyoza one. Brand, it doesn't matter which brand. Okay.
Reiko.
So,
Sorry, quick question from Katrina saying, did you put corn flour, I believe, in the mixture? She's saying I missed it.
I didn't because my texture is just right. But if you find it's not binding, sort of like, you know, when you scoop it up, if it's not staying the shape and it's just going a little bit all over the place, then it's good to actually add a little bit of corn flour and maybe a little bit more wet ingredients. It's also mirroring. Okay. Right, so I'm going to make the dumplings now. So if you can pin this screen, just take the wrapper on your hand like so, and then just put a small ping pong ball. Please do not if it's the first time, do not be too ambitious. Okay, small ping pong ball like so, and then put the water around the edge, 2/3 up. Yeah. And then you just fold it into two, like so, and then pinch. Okay. And then you just take the front pastry from halfway through to make a crease towards center, and then pinch. Okay. And then the second crease from the end towards center again, and then pinch. So you got two creases in this side. Okay. You do the same the other side. 1, pinch, 2, pinch. So you got 4 creases in the front. I have been a bit ambitious, quite a lot of filling. But the back is flat. Can you see? Back is flat. Crease is only the front. So if you see it from the side, can you see how plumpy it is? This plumpy shape is very important because when you cook, you crispen the bottom here. That crispy side is the tasty bit. So if you make this plumpy shape, you have a really wide, crispy bit. But if you make like a ravioli shape or the pasty shape, you hardly have any flat bottom, then you don't have the crispy treat. Okay, so you're making this plumpy shape. No, I need you to cook. Okay, so you make this. Please. So I'm gonna make another one to show you. Anyone making the gyoza now?
Yeah, there are a few people cooking.
Yeah.
I can see them making, yes, along with you. Got Pat, who's making. I think Liz is
And
also
also, I'll just
attempting.
make another one. Okay, so just pinch. Take only the front pastry towards center, pinch. Another one, pinch. And then this side, pinch. And pinch. 4 creases in the front. Yeah. The back is flat. Okay. And lots of people, everyone actually tried to really seal it really properly. But actually, this is not like ravioli boiling. If even a little bit open, say like this, slightly open, like this. When you start cooking, the steam will close it itself. I mean, unless it's completely open like this, steam won't close it. But if it's like this, steam will close itself. So don't worry about pinching it so much. Yeah. So so you can just like leave it like this. And also, you can actually freeze the gyoza dumplings. Okay, so if you make all this, if you open up the this wrapper, you want to make it all. And if you make it all, because the filling's quite a lot, right? Once you make it, you can make about, sort of 40, 50 dumplings. So once you make it, you can freeze it like this. So for me, when I freeze it on the tray like this. And then once all the dumpling becomes frozen and solid, then put in a Ziploc bag like this. Yeah. So you have an emergency dumplings in the freezer all the time. This is very, very, very useful, very handy. So my sons know how to cook frozen gyoza very well because these are always in my freezer now. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to cook this too, and also actually I'm going to cook the frozen one now. Okay. I'm going to have another sip. This is such fun. Such fun. Okay. So now we're going to start cooking. This is going to be very quick. Okay. But I would always say for the gyoza, that probably the hardest part is the cooking. So
Why is that? Why is that, Reiko?
Oh, to perfect cooking, it's yeah, you need to really pay attention. It all happens very quickly. Yeah. And to actually make it really sort of moist dumplings, but yet is the bottom really crispy. And the timing is so important. What you need is the pan, frying pan, non-stick. And you definitely need the lid. Okay. And then you need to actually, you just sort of prepare for the a little bit of water for cooking. Okay.
Reiko, before you move on to cooking, shall we just see if anybody has any questions on folding, actually making, putting the filling, and then we can start with cooking. So guys, if you have any questions, is the pinching essential? Liz is asking.
Pinching is essential. Yeah, because otherwise it won't become plumpy like this. Plumpy shape. You mean this pinching, right? Yeah, crease is important. So as long as, but if it doesn't have to be so like, doesn't have to be uniform, it's home cooking. But because you pinch, the dumpling becomes quite plumpy. So this plumpy shape is important so that you have the flat bottom. Okay, right. So I'm using the sunflower oil. Yeah. Sunflower oil. And then just lining up the dumpling. I am cooking the frozen ones, so mine take a little bit longer than fresh ones. Yeah, but as you can see, I haven't actually defrosted it. Yeah, you mustn't defrost the frozen one. I thought it's good actually to show you how to cook the frozen one because it's more tricky. I'm just lining up. You can do, if you're just serving in one whole thing to the, few people in one plate, you can do round. But if you're serving it in a long rectangular plate, for example, individually, it's better to line up like so. Okay, so this is fine. So I'm just putting all this, okay? And then what I'm going to do now is pour water. And then lid on. So at the moment, it's intense heat. It's poaching and steaming. Yeah. So if you're cooking the fresh one, the whole thing, whole cooking time should not be any more than 5 minutes. Yeah, it's very quick. But if you're cooking frozen one, you should give it 2 more minutes, but less heat and slightly less water, because frozen one will release the water while it's cooking. And also, why 2 minutes longer and why less heat? Because you have to obviously defrost it at this stage. So I just turned down to sort of medium heat rather than medium high. Fresh one, you just cook all the way through with medium high. Okay. So I'm just making sure these are all defrosted. And then once it's defrosted, turn up the heat, splash another oil, and then burn the bottom to crispy. So while I'm defrosting and cooking, I'm going to make the second drink, yeah, which is wasabi. Forgot the name. Mule. Wasabi mule, yeah, fancy name. So my son came back for tonight, helping me making the cocktails. This is my son, Tom.
Good evening, everyone.
You got professional help now,
My
Reiko.
school buttons up. Okay, so I leave it to you, Tom. We did practice this last Sunday, and it was so good. It was just too good. And I had a little too many laughes. And I had about 3 days hangover.
What's your favorite, Reiko, then between the two? What did you
I don't
like
know.
more?
Which is actually the wasabi mule is I think it's stronger.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this usual one is so nice to start with. It's so refreshing.
You have to tell us about the ingredients a little bit. This black ginger
that's
is
right.
interesting.
So
yeah.
the wasabi mule is the ingredients is where's the wasabi? Yes, wasabi vodka. This is amazing, actually. This great discovery for doing this is the wasabi vodka. So Wasabi Company, they have the shiso vodka and a sort of few Japanese flavored vodka as well. And also this is amazing. So it's a black ginger syrup. Difficult word for me. So it's a really, it's a black sugar, dark sugar. It's a bit like molasses, really, and ginger flavor. So the ingredients go with is this, and also sake. And what else? Sparkling water. Sparkling water after this. Super.
Reiko, what sake have you got? Just out of interest. Does it?
This is also happened to be my favorite sake as well. It's so nice. So actually, it's very dangerous. So when I have sushi, I just enjoy this little cold sake as well. Okay, so now, Tom, do you want to show everyone?
That was the wasabi vodka going in. And
Nice.
then 30 ml of the sake. And then 25 milliliters of the syrup, the black ginger syrup. I actually put a bit less in because it's quite sweet. And then half a lime. And then lastly, the bitters. So we just have some Angostura bitters.
Yeah, this one you can actually buy in any supermarket.
So just a dash.
And to be honest, if you don't have this shaker, you don't really need it, do you?
But it looks very professional.
Yes.
Right. I've just said that. I better not mess it up.
Reiko, you're not worried about gyozas? They're going on what? Medium high.
Yeah.
The gyozas, they're still going on sort of medium high heat. Okay.
The people who are cooking the fresh ones, actually, all the water's gone.
Hard to tell. So Carol's asking, should I look at the dumplings? How long should I leave to cook? I guess depends whether you've got fresh versus
Well,
frozen.
in an ideal situation, when the dumpling is cooked, all the water evaporated. Yeah. Okay, enough for time. Okay, so this is a mixture of that. And then we just pour sparkling water. It's cool. Actually, this is the wrong glass.
But the right cocktail.
It's not very sweet, this one.
Yeah, I didn't put as much of that in.
Yeah, the last one I had was much sweeter.
Do you want a bit more?
Yes, but anyway, if you follow the recipe, it's sweet. So a little bit sweet.
Don't deviate from the recipe like I do.
Anyway, just give a little bit and then you give it to Paul.
I'll make one.
Yeah. Okay, so now back to gyoza. Okay, back to gyoza. Just add this one. And then I just food. Okay, so yeah, I think it's they're cooked now. But as you can see, there's still a little bit of water left. Can you see it? So you need to really all the water. This water should evaporate.
Reiko, I have a question. Which one of your cookaway menus would these cocktails also go with?
Yes.
Which one of your cookaway menus would the cocktails go with? The ones we've made this evening.
Cookaway menu. It's difficult. Okonomiyaki is good. I would say kashkare, maybe beer is best.
Beer.
The okonomiyaki is nice. What else do we have? Yakitori chicken. And the one is just made is nice.
Wasabi mule.
Yeah.
We've got Sharon asking, please can you tell us how much water to add to the gyozas? I'm guessing, not to the cocktail. Sharon, is it the cocktail or gyozas?
How much water? Okay, so if you are actually cooking fresh one, probably
to the gyozas.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you the measurement because I don't know the size of the pan. But make sure you put about the 5 mil depth, 5 to 7 mil depth. Yeah, and when you're cooking, you have the lid, but make sure you your lid is slightly open so that the steam will escape. So I'm just going back to this gyoza now. It's cooked and then all the water evaporated. So I just add another splash of oil, sunflower oil, and then now burning, twisting the bottom. Yeah, so I want to take it a little bit farther. Can you see? Trying to make the bottom crispy. So this is what I mean. Just perfecting cooking is a little bit tricky. Okay, so this is cocktails going here. Can you see this crispy? And then that's done. All done. Okay, so I'm going to dish it up now. So when you dish up, also another thing, a little bit tricky, you need to be careful because we want to dish up crispy side up. Can you see? Can you see everyone what I'm doing here? And can anyone tell me why it's important to do crispy side up? Can anyone tell?
I know the answer, but I should not.
This is.
Let's see. Who in the audience knows the reason?
Do you know the reason why you have to do this?
Yes, we've got Anjali saying, else it will be soggy.
Exactly. Well done. Good answer. Do you know what a lot of people say? A lot of these people say because it looks nice. That's true. But this is one. So I quickly show you how to make the sauce. It's very straightforward. Soy sauce, mirin. Where's mirin? The table is quite a lot of things at the moment. So mirin, rice vinegar, and also the another ingredients I want to introduce from Wasabi Company. This is amazing. The layu. Layu is the chili infused sesame oil. Yeah, and this one actually has got sort of some distinctive flavor and has got cinnamon as well. This is really quite sort of spicy one, but it's amazing. But if you don't have this one, it's fine. Or if you don't like spicy, you can just use sesame oil. So basically, mirin, rice vinegar, and soy sauce. Tamari soy sauce, or this is also very nice soy sauce I love. So this ingredients, this only this mixture. You don't have to cook it. So the ratio just up to you. You don't need to sort of follow precise measurement. You just taste it and then you just put as much as you like. Okay.
I think maybe the gyozas can be moved, Reiko, then we can see all the sauce bottles.
Okay, dried mushroom is the vegetarian version you're talking about. So dried mushroom, you need to soak in the water at least 1 hour. Okay, so I'm going to answer it to one by one. So the first, back to the filling mixture. Yeah. So mushrooms, actually dried mushroom, you have to soak always, whenever you use the dried mushrooms, you have to soak it, hydrate first. And for the shiitake mushroom, it does take about an hour to fully hydrate it. Okay? And then once it's hydrated, squeeze the water out and then chop. If you have a food processor, you can use the food processor. Okay? So sauce
Reiko,
ingredients.
sorry, I've got Liz also checking again on the water quantity. Did you say how much water in the pan? Did you say 5 to 10 mil for the gyozas, right? Depending on
No. Mil depths.
high depth, yes,
I can't tell you the exact
quantity.
amount, how much mil, because everyone has a different size of the pan. Do you understand? Depending on the size of the pan, of course, the quantity of the water is different. So I'm saying about 5 to 7 mil depths of water.
Yeah. I've got another question. Somebody is saying it's completely different sauce ingredients from what was on the recipe. I think the dipping sauces were all suggestions. Reiko's obviously not got all of them here, but any of those sauces, dipping
I'm
sauces.
pretty sure I'm using soy sauce, mirin, rice vinegar, and layu. No?
There were quite a few that the Wasabi Company suggested, the links to different dipping sauces that they gave. So I think that's what somebody is referring to. But any of those dipping sauces, they were all optional. So
Okay, yeah. The standard is like soy sauce, mirin, rice vinegar. That's their standard. And then the layu is a chili infused sesame oil.
that's very interesting. I've never tried. We love chili oil in our house, but I've never tried the chili infused
To be
sesame.
honest, yeah, you don't really need to use precise, like if you don't have layu, you can use the sesame oil and chili, because layu is basically chili infused sesame oil. Okay.
Brilliant. Guys, any questions? I think Reiko's
This is
covered
my
both.
second cocktail is ready.
Sweeter. As per the recipe.
Do we have any questions for Reiko before we close the evening? We'd love to hear any feedback you have. So please feel free to drop us a line on hello@thecookaway.com or ping us on Instagram, Facebook. We'd love to see how you got on, if you made anything this evening. If not, any feedback from today, any feedback on what you'd like to see in future. I'll just wait to see if anybody wants to come off mute or ask anything. But if not, guys, we've covered everything this evening. And thank you so much for joining us. I hope this was fun. You learned something new. And thank you, Reiko. Thank you so much for taking us through.
Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can also email me too. I'm very happy to reply to your emails. Okay?
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do. Sonia says, thank you. Thank you, guys. You enjoyed watching.
Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you. Yes.
Thanks, Tom, for special appearance.
Now we shall enjoy our cocktails with dumplings.
Please, everybody, enjoy the evening. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you.